the education platform that we have, we are able to grow spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and also physically. Because there's a lot of growth that takes place from trading. So you need to just get yourself in the right place. Oh, wait, I forgot to introduce myself. Oh my gosh. Well, good evening again, everyone. My name is Giselle. I am one of the educators on within ElevateYourLifestyle, within our team. And I just wanted to say welcome to each and every new members. And I also want to say congratulations on getting started. This is a fantastic platform and opportunity and a fantastic community. And you're really going to be looked after, and you're also going to be pushed to be your best self. But as we're talking about trading, and EnvisionU, this platform will enable you to, like I said, grow spiritually and mentally, because as you know, our CEO is Dr. David Imonike. And with that being said, he's someone that's impacted thousands of families. He's helped people's mindsets grow. He's helped people to expand their knowledge and expand past their belief. So with this community, we believe that you can also expand your knowledge and expand your mindset. And also, my bros will be coming on the call. That is Jermaine and Silver Surfer. And so Jermaine is my big bro, because honestly, since he's come into the platform, he has changed the game. He changed the game, meaning when he's speaking, you have to take notes. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to take notes because he's ready to drop the sauce. He's ready to come with that little extra. As long as you catch one nugget from either Jermaine or Silver Surfer, then you can take it away with you and run with it. And then you can just add that to whatever trading plan you have. And also Silver Surfer. Oh my gosh, he's my other bro, because he's just so amazing. Imagine he started a year ago and he's now been able to help the company as a whole. That could be you. That could be any one of us. All we have to do is believe and have faith, and also trust the process, and do personal development, and also listen to our mentors, and also read your Bible, and put God first, and be a part of the community, and be someone, or be people that encourage one another we are learning to when we're learning a new skill, when we're learning to trade. Be people that encourage. Like there's someone been posted in the group, and there's people that's been actually killing it. And the fact that this platform has enabled people to grow their account from such small sizes to, let's say, £1,000 and up, it's just amazing, because these are real life results and we see it daily in our group. So please don't sleep on this app. Please don't sleep on this community. And also, I'll be handing it now over to my bro. I'm now going to hand over to Mr. Silver Surfer. Mr. Silver Surfer, are you ready? Well, I'll just continue then. Tina Silver Surfer's not ready yet. Main?
I think he jumped in and has to jump off. So I'm going to fill in for his spot.
Okay. Well, everyone, this is my bro Jermaine. Isn't he
Thank
just
you
the
so
best?
much. Thank you so much for opening the call. Do you know what, guys? Drop a 777 for Joel. Look, you know what? Her name is in my phone book. Giselle Diamond Queen. That's her name in my phone book. So drop either the diamonds or the 777 in the chat for me right now. But open up this special call, and we're gonna get this call rocking and rolling because you see, this is the time that's dedicated to you as traders. And to be honest with you, we should have way more people on this call. And I'm going to tell you why. Because throughout the week, we get so many messages about the trading, stop losses, take profits, how to take a trade, and so on and so on. And this is really the call for that. This is really the time to have at least 100 people on this call getting the same knowledge at the same time. And I understand commitments and so on and so on, but these are the calls that you really need to be on. So, guys, I want you to do me one favor. Just look into your groups. I know many of you in at least two groups. Drop either OTC that you're on this call, the trading call, or directly invite somebody that you know needs to get this information. So I'm gonna give you at least a minute just to do that. Okay. Just a minute just to do that. And then we're gonna get this call rocking and rolling. We also have Silver Surfer who's gonna be on this call as well. Really dropping the source, dropping the knowledge. I don't know if you guys was able to take his trades this week. You know, we're talking about not TP1, we're not talking about TP2, we're talking about TP3, TP4s now. I'm gonna see the times where we start seeing TP5. TP5. That's a whole bag. That's a whole bag of money. And we like bags of money, right? So look, guys, let me just actually just change the view here. Boom, 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 boom. Gallery. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, cool, 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 cool. So look, guys, we're gonna get this call rock and rolling. I'm gonna be doing a bit of a lesson with you guys today, and this is where I really need you guys to have your pen and your pad. You got to have your pen and your pad for this session today, and I'm gonna explain why. Because this information that I'm gonna share with you today, I don't think I've actually done this on a call before. I haven't actually done this on a call before, but this information I'm gonna share with you today, this changed everything for me. Everything. I'm talking about the way I perceive my trades, the way I traded throughout the whole week, how I went from have I lost a trade today to have I actually won the whole month. You know, you can lose 15 trades a week, but you could still be up 30% a month, 20% a month, 5% a month. Okay. Because it's not just about what you do on a day-to-day basis, it's about what you do on a long-term basis. That's why sometimes you might hear the mentors and coaches in the groups, they might say to you, you need to do this for at least 12 to 18 months. And some of you might think, oh, they're just capping, they're just trying to keep us here to guys, listen to me. This is a skill set that you need to learn. The skill set that you need to learn, believe this or not, Derek said this last week, is only 10% of what we do to make money here. Think about it, 10%. So if you're spending your whole time trying to learn the 10%, what's the 90%? Because drawing a few lines, marking up a few charts, making it look fancy, and oh yeah, I can mark up charts and support and resistance, and I know how to use RSI and stochastic. Guys, that's absolutely that's like the minor stuff. That's the playground stuff, guys. I'll be honest with you. 7-year-olds can draw a line. Okay, and I'm sure that there's no 7-year-olds on this call, right? Majority adults on this call, right? So, you know, they can draw lines. But the psychology side is what takes the time. The psychology side is what takes the lengthy process for you to understand that trading is not how you live your everyday life. How you live your everyday life has to conform to how we trade. Okay, it has to conform to how we trade. So let me give you some examples of that. If you are somebody that's impatient, guys, you have no control over the movement in the market, whether it moves slow, whether it moves fast, whether it doesn't move at all. You have zero control. Okay, zero control. So if you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of patience, you have to change that in your lifestyle to be able to apply it to the trading charts. It does not work the other way around. It doesn't work. I'm impatient in life, and when I come to the charts, I'm super patient. Guys, your characteristics and your way of doing things is very set. Like how you do one thing is how you do many things, right? So the reason why I'm telling you this is because what I'm going to show you, you need to apply it over a long term. Okay. And during that long term, it's the process of day to day to day to day to day to day activity that will get you to where you need to be. I promise you that it will get you to where you need to be over a lengthy period of time. Okay. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Let's get this rocking and rolling. And I need full participation here. Guys, I want to see different names in chat groups, in the chat room, based on some of the questions I'm going to ask you, because this is the only way to learn. Okay, this is the only way to learn. You receive information, you digest the information, you apply the information. Now, some of this information might not be for everybody. Some of you might be very new. This is, if you're a newbie on the platform, this is great information, but you might not understand it just yet. Okay, you might not understand it just yet. Okay, we've got more people joining into the Zoom. That's great. So keep sharing this and sharing this, sharing. Because guys, I promise you, what I'm going to share with you now is going to change your perception of trading and you go about how you go about trading on a day-to-day basis. Okay, right. So let me just share my screen here. Boom, boom, boom. Right, let's get the whiteboard out. Right, hopefully you should be able to see me share my screen. I'm just using my tablet at the moment, so forgive me if the writing's going to be a little bit messy. But just drop a number one in the chat if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Drop a number one in the chat if you can see my screen. Okay, perfect. Right, guys, as I said, pen and pad, pen and pad, pen and pad. Right, so this is going to be your trading journey, okay? Let's just say, let's just draw a line here, okay? And then we're going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? Let's just draw this, rub off that. Right. Guys, try not to draw on the screen if possible. If you are making notes, please do it on a pen and a pad. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, this is week 1, week 2, and week 3. So this is week 1, week 2, week 3. Oh, sorry, actually, take that off. I'm really going to twist you guys up with this, right? So this is this. Let's say this is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, so a little bit back to front. All right. So look, guys, I'm going to ask you a question right now, and there's no wrong or right answer to this question, but I need your participation. Okay, there's no wrong or right to this question. Let me just see if I can actually change the settings here very quickly. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see. Oh no, I might not be able to. Okay, we're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna rock and roll. So look, guys, I need your full participation here. Can somebody tell me on which days of the week you are guaranteed to win a trade? Somebody tell me. And if it's an A or no or it's not, just put whatever you think in the chat right now. What days of the week are you guaranteed to win a trade? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday? Let me know. If it's none, just put none. Okay, so we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Any more? Any more? Any day? None? Any day? Okay, keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thank you for your participation. Guys, I'm going to tell you this now. There is absolutely 0 day that you are guaranteed to win a trade in the market. I don't care who drops a trade. Silver Surfer, reincarnated 2026 Genie of the Year could drop the trade. Guys, there is no guarantee that you are going to win the trade. Okay? We really need to understand this. There is no guarantee you are going to win the trade. But this is the thing that is going to work for you. You have the opportunity to test the laws of probability. Okay, you have the opportunity to test the laws of probability. Now, I'll explain to you why, right? Because most of the trades that are actually sent out have a good risk to reward ratio. Okay, so to reward, your risk to reward ratio sometimes is maybe like a 3 to 1. Okay, so it means that you are risking £10 to gain £30, or you're risking $10 to gain $30. Okay, if your risk to reward is 1 to 1, it means that you are risking $10 to earn $10. Okay, which is not a very good long-term risk to reward. We want to have the risk to reward at least 3 to 1. That's why you have TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, and so on, right? Because you want to have a great risk to reward. Now, if your risk to reward is on a swing trade, you may have a big stop loss for a shorter risk to reward, which might be a 2 to 1, and so on. But your risk to reward was still higher than a 1 to 1, right? So let me jump into probability here now, and I'm hoping I've done this training very long time ago, so I'm hoping that I can break it down exactly the same way I broke it down that time, because I saw people transform. They transform their expectations of trading. Okay, and I hope that no one is actually put off with what I'm going to share with you, because at the end of the day, you're going to go through this regardless, but you have to go through it to get to the end goal. Okay. Let's say, for instance, you want to trade on Monday. Okay. There is absolutely no guarantee, zero, zilch guarantee that you are going to win the trade on Tuesday. So let's say you lost the trade on Tuesday. Okay. And let's say you lost the trade on Wednesday. Is there any guarantee that you're going to win the trade on Thursday? Drop a number 1 in the chat if you're guaranteed to win a trade on Thursday, or you're not guaranteed to win a trade on Tuesday. Drop a number 2 in the chat if you're not guaranteed to win the trade on Tuesday. I need your participation. I need to see what you really are thinking out there in the streets. Okay. So we got the 2s and we got the 1s coming in. Okay. Unfortunately, you are not guaranteed to win another trade, guys. Okay. You're not guaranteed to win another trade. Okay. But let's just say you do win the trade. So you got a 2 for 2 now. Let's say, for instance, now we get to Friday. Are you guaranteed to win a trade? Yes or no? Okay. We've already established that the answer is no. You are not guaranteed. But let's say you've lost the trade. Okay. This is where things start to go wrong. And let me explain to you why things start to go wrong. Because your mindset is going to be the determining factor, the deciding factor to whether you can continuously keep trading until Friday. Imagine now, this is just a week. Imagine this was a month. Imagine that M was a month. You won in Jan, but you lost in Feb. The whole of Feb you lost. You lost the whole of March. Most people within a 90-day period would quit. Okay, they would quit. I'll be honest with you, they would quit because the mindset is not built. The psychology of trading is not instilled yet for you to understand how this actually truly works. So let's just keep it to the week. And we're going to base this on a 3 to 1 ratio. Okay. So on Monday, you're 30 pips up, right? We're going to go with we're going to keep it basic. On Monday, you're 30 pips up. Okay. Tuesday, you're 10 pips down. Wednesday, in fact, let me do it as an addition. Let me do it as an addition so we keep it clean. So Tuesday, you're 10 pips down, meaning that you're only 20 pips up. Okay. On Wednesday, you're 10 pips up because you've just lost another 10 pips. I hope you guys are keeping up with me. If you guys are not keeping up, I need to see it in the chat room. Make it clear. Make me understand, because once you get this, your mindset will change. Okay. So now you start with 30 pips, you've lost 10 pips. Remember, we're working on a 3-to-1 ratio here. You've lost 20 pips, you've lost 10 pips, you're now at 20 pips. You've lost another 10 pips, you're now at 10 pips. Okay. You have now won the trade on Thursday, which puts you up now another 30 pips, meaning that you're now at 40 pips. Okay. But you've lost the trade. You've lost the trade on Friday. You've lost 10 pips on Friday, still 3-to-1 ratio. And now you're at 30 pips. Okay. So for this total week one, you are now at 30 pips. Okay. You are now at 30 pips. Now, guys, let me be completely honest with you. This is the basis of trading. Okay. The basis of trading for retail traders is just to win more than what you lose. Okay. You're up 30 pips on that first week. Remember, we haven't even done the whole month yet. We've only done 1 week. Now, let me be very honest with you. There are some people, I was going to use a particular word. I won't use that. It might sound offensive. There are some people that would have quit by Wednesday. And you know what those people would have said? This doesn't work. They would have said, this doesn't work. Okay. Guys, I've been in this space for a long time. Okay. I've been trading now close to a decade. Okay. So I've heard all the excuses, guys. Oh no, I've lost. And you know what the worst thing is? I'm using a 3-to-1 ratio, but I haven't discussed the lot size. I haven't said anything about the lot size. These people are the people that over leverage because they want to get quick. They want to get rich quick. They over leverage. Okay, they're using a percentage of their account that is higher than what they can risk per trade. Okay, so if you're new on this call, if this is like your first week, my golden nugget to you is take your time. Do not over leverage. Okay, and if you are going to over leverage, do on a demo account so you can see the effects of how it actually works. Okay, don't deal with real money. Now, the strong-minded people, the people that listened to Derek and Katrina and said, guys, this works. I've been doing it for a lengthy time. It works. They stayed. Okay. And on Thursday, they won a trade, building back their confidence. Okay. But on Friday, unfortunately, they lost the trade. But they're still 30 pips up. They're still 30 pips up. Now, that 30 pips could represent £3. It could represent £13. It could represent £30. It could represent £300. It doesn't matter at this point. You are learning a skill set that you was never taught in school. You need to pay 30 to 40,000 pounds to just to learn economics in uni. Okay. You are learning a skill set with a full library of credible educators, silver surfer, credible educators that are going to teach you how to take advantage of the market within the next 90 to 120 days. Okay. Let's go to the second week now. Your confidence is high. You're like, yes, you know what? I've come out, I've seen how this works, I'm 30 pips. So now Monday comes, boom, you lose a trade. You're like, oh, uh, is this how we start in the week? This is how we start in the week. And somebody that got a little bit too excited, they might just tweak that lot size a little bit. So now they've lost a little bit more. But we're going to keep this to pips because the size of your account is relevant to only you and not what not what I'm trying to teach you here. You're like, oh, okay. So now I've started off minus 10. I've started off minus 10. Okay. You say to yourself, okay, let me get back to basics. In fact, let me call Derek. Derek, what happened, man? Silver Surfer dropped a trade, man. I lost a trade, man. Is he on point? Because Derek, you told me that this guy is like winning like 20 trades and only got 2 or 3 losses and so on and so on. And I'm starting to see these losses already. Derek says, I can't do it. I can't do a Derek voice. Hey, man. He says, stick with it. Okay, stick with it. I'm going to put you onto this guy, Jay. and he's gonna reinforce you. He's gonna help you. Okay. Tuesday, we win the trade. So now we are plus what? 20 pips. Okay. Remember, we're working on a 3-to-1 ratio here. Well, plus 20 pips. Okay. Wednesday, we win the trade. Okay. Thursday, we win the trade. Okay. So here we are plus what? 50 pips. Here we are plus what? 80 pips. And here, Friday, we lose the trade. Okay. So now we're down to 70 pips. Okay. So this week now we've earned 70 pips. First week, 30 pips. Second week, 70 pips. Okay. Mixed with wins and losses. And guys, this is only based on taking one trade per day. One trade per day. There's going to be many more trades you're going to take that are going to put you in a great position to have a great pipping week. Because if you look at the stats of the educators, their losses are like 1 or 2 losses per week. We just dropped some stats in the group. I think Katrina just dropped some stats in the group for one of I think it was visionary traders. And the results are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay. So we go to week 3 now. You're feeling a bit more confident. We win the trade on Monday. We're up 30 pips. We win the trade on Tuesday. We're up 30 pips. We win the trade on Wednesday. We're up 30 pips. Sorry, I should be doing like this. 60, 90 pips. Okay. And then we take a loss on the Thursday. Okay. We take a loss on the Thursday. So now we're down to 80 pips. We take a loss on Friday. We're down to 70 pips. Okay. So once again, you are now at 70 pips on that day. Okay. We come to week 4. Week 4, maybe there's some news and there's some other stuff going on, right? Some other things going on, right? So on the Monday, we lose a trade. We're minus 10 pips. Okay. Tuesday, we lose a trade. We're minus 20 pips. Wednesday, we lose a trade. Okay. We're minus 30 pips. Thursday, we lose the trade. Okay. We're minus 40 pips. Okay. Friday, we win the trade. We are now minus 10 pips. So this week, we came out minus 10 pips. Okay. Let's do some quick maths here. 40, 140, 56, 70, minus the 10. So 60, 160. So guys, you came out with 160 pips that week. Okay. Just by copying and pasting. Now, I'm not sure about you. Okay. If I was able to earn money by copying and pasting and just sticking the law of probability, okay, within trading and come out with 160 pips per that week, and I was just starting, that result is absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay. And the majority of you, if you had just started, you would have done this on a demo account. Okay. You would have done this on a demo account. So you might have over leverage here and there, right? You might have said, oh, I've got 10,000 in my account, knowing that you're going to start on 100. It doesn't matter. It's neither here or there. The fact of the issue that I'm trying to stress here is that, guys, if you quit within the first 2 days, 3 days, you have no idea, no clue of how you're going to end up for a whole month. I was talking to somebody this week and they said to me, I now started to build the business, and they said to me, oh, I'll just give it a try for maybe a couple of weeks or so. You know what I said? I said, I've got a better idea. Why don't you build up at least 3 months worth of subscription and then come back to me? Okay? Because I'm not about to waste my time with somebody that says, I want to trade for 1 week, or I want to just dip for 1 or 2 weeks. Guys, there's no train here. There is no train here. It's going to work. But you have to apply. You have to be the deciding factor whether you are going to stay the long term to make sure that you see your trades come to light, just like I've shown you on the board just now. Guys, worst case scenario, check this out, worst case scenario, okay? Let's say you lost all the trades on week 4 and you're feeling somewhat discouraged. You still leave with 150 pips on the board. You still leave with 150 pips on the board on a 3-to-1 ratio. Guys, this is absolutely phenomenal. If you are a new starter here, take my word for it. For somebody that's been trading for almost a decade, you're going to have the wins and losses. You're going to have months where you may not hit your target. Okay. You might have a month where you might just hit 0.2% up, 1% up. Okay. And for you, it might not seem like that's the big pot that I'm looking for. But this takes time for you to build it so that you can start to compound it. And when you start to compound it, that's when the true effects start to really kick in. Compounding is a slow burner. It's a slow growth. Okay. But you have to stand the test of time to see it through. Now, I'm going to ask you a very, very simple question, guys. I really want to see if you understand what's going on here. I want you to type in a number one. A number one. If you would prefer to have a week like this and earn 150 pips, depending on your account size, that could be 150 pounds. That could be 15 pounds. That could be 55, depending on your account size. No income claims here. Okay. For some people, that's 1,500 in a month. And I'm okay with that at sometimes. Okay. Because that top up allows me to do other things that I might not have been able to do if I didn't have that 1,500. So I want you to drop a number one in the chat if you're okay with a week, a month like this, or drop a number 2 in the chat if you just say, no, do you know what? I'm not going to bother with this. There's too many losses. Tell me how you feel. Number 1, if you're okay with this. Number 2, if no, I'm not. I'm not too sure about this. This doesn't look right to me. Tell me. Let me know how you feel. I'm only seeing 5 number 1s in the chat, guys. 6 number 1s in the chat. There is 32 of us on this call. I need your participation. Number 1 in the chat, if you see yourself going through the wins and the losses to earn at the end of the month, or number 2 in the chat, if you are somebody that says by Monday, week 1, I've earned some money. By Tuesday, week 1, by Wednesday, week 1, I've lost some money, so I'm quitting. Which person are you? Let me know. I see those number 1s rolling in. So guys, let me explain something to you. There should be no reason for you to be in your emotions, to be in your feelings when you lose a trade. Okay? Because you have to look at this as the bigger picture. The bigger picture is if I continuously keep copying and pasting, okay, and learning along the way how to take my own trades. So not only do you have Silver Surfer dropping the trades for you in the groups, you have copying trades from the TNT app, and you have your own insight and your own knowledge and your own foundation of taking your own trades. You have 3 sources of initiating an income here. 3 sources of initiating an income here. So that 150 pips gradually starts to look like 300 pips, 400 pips, 600 pips, 1,000 pips. Okay? But you have to start here. Your psychology around trading has to start here. Okay? This is a very, very tough lesson for each and every one of us to learn, including myself. But when I stopped looking at it from a day-to-day basis, When I stop looking at it from a trade to trade basis, I'm talking about, oh, I've lost one trade. Oh my God. Oh, guys, you're going to take thousands of trades. Come on. One trade and you're capping out? Like, really? This is about making money, guys. This is about starting to see yourself making at least 500 a month, or 1,000 a month, 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month, 3,000 a day, 4,000 a day, 6,000 a day. This is about you actually starting to see yourself progressing in that way. Okay. I'm going to show you how trading is for your whole life, right? I'm going to give you the real here. I'm going to give you the real here. This is what trading really, really, really looks like, okay? You start here and it goes like this. That's what trading looks like, guys. I'll be honest with you. That's what your results look like. This is exactly what your results look like, okay? And I'm going to give you every point and every emotion that you're going to feel during this cycle. You're going to feel high. You're going to feel low. You're going to feel a little bit higher. You're going to feel low, okay? You're going to get your confidence back. You might give a little breather. Some people, they give a little breather. Little, let me just slow it down. You're going to feel high. You're going to lose a few trades, but you're still going to feel high. You're going to feel high again. Okay. You're going to feel low. You're going to feel high again. You're going to feel low. You're going to feel a little bit high. You're going to feel low. You're going to feel high again. Okay. You're going to feel low. You're going to feel high. You're going to feel high. You're going to feel high. Even here, you're going to feel high. 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 And I'm going to explain to you why you're going to feel high even when it's down here. Okay. I'm going to tell you why you're going to feel high even when it's down here. Because your mindset is going to change. That's right. Your results move like the market on a bull run. Okay. They move like the market on a bull run. But the difference here is even when you're at your low, you can still feel high. Because the perception of the market and how you see the market is slowly starting to change. Not only through trading, through reading, through listening to mentors and coaches, from going into the TNT library and watching the videos, from being on Derek's morning motivational videos, from being on Katrina's summits and videos that she does as well, especially for the women as well, the empowerment for the women as well. You need to indulge in all of these things so that even when you're at a low, you're still at a high. Okay. And even I've probably missed a few things out, which is, your belief, your faith, your religion, whatever it is you see as your higher power. When you start in tuning that inside of yourself even more, when you're at that low, you're still going to be at a high. Okay. Over here, you're going to be at a high, and over here, you're going to be at a high. Look at this, guys. The overall trajectory of this result is high, but you got to maintain the lows as well. You have to maintain the lows as well. Now, I'm going to give you 3 tips. I'm going to give you 3 tips of what you could do to maintain. Let me just stop sharing here. Let me do it from this side. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 tips, and I need you to write this down of what you can do when you're starting to feel like you're at that low, but you want to feel high. Okay. One is this. You're going to call somebody. You're going to jump on the phone and you're going to call somebody that has the experience more than you. They have the results and the experience more than you. Okay. You need to get on the phone and call that person. Okay. Now, I'm not here to talk about how you're going to schedule that call and go into the micromanagement of that and all that. No, 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 no. I'm just telling you, you need to be on the phone speaking to somebody that's going to speak life into you when you're feeling low. We all go through it. When I feel low, I might even rewatch one of Derek's morning motivations. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I need to hear something different to what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling right now. And then I'm going to snap myself out of it. I'm going to snap myself out of it. Okay. And I'm going to be like, Jay, it's not really that. Jay, it's not really that bad. Come on. Oh, really? You lost 1,000 in the market? Come on. It's not that deep, Jay. It's not that deep. Come on. Trying to tip the bag. Do you understand? So when you are having those losing trades and all things are going wrong and you're not having enough time, just jump on the phone and call someone. Number two, I'm going to give you tip number two. Please make sure you find time to invest in yourself by reading the right information. Okay. There has been so many books and quotes and short clips of everything that you need in the groups, but you need to make sure you spend time investing in yourself to cultivate a mindset of empowerment. I can do this type attitude. Okay. I can do this type attitude, even when it's going a little bit wrong. I can still do it. Okay. Number three, this one to me is very, very, very important. Now, I'm not talking against atheists. If you don't believe anything, that's fine. Entirely your free will. But if you are religious, regardless of what religion you are, what faith you are, etc., I would always humbly say, get more in tune with the higher power because that higher power is going to drive you to where you need to be because you may not be able to drive yourself. Okay. Me personally, I listen to a lot of spiritual stuff in the morning in the car. Okay. I listen to a certain Psalms verse every single morning. I listen to morning motivation. I listen to Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. I listen to David Imonitie, Conceive, Believe, and Achieve. I listen to a lot of stuff that makes my mindset stronger and where it needs to be so that when I am trading or when I am speaking to individuals that I believe will benefit from this platform or whether I'm going through everyday life, I have the armor, the sword, the shield. I'm ready to go to war with it all. Okay? Because I give myself that grounding. Guys, if you do not do that work, that mindset work, that spiritual work, I promise you it's going to be difficult. You will get there in the end. Don't get me wrong, you will get there, but you won't have that oomph, that Usain Bolt speed to get there. Okay. So those three things, I hope you wrote them down. I hope you apply them as well, um, to make sure that your trading journey is as smooth as possible. You're gonna have the ups and downs, guys, but you got to bear those. You got to take those in your stride, because at the end of the day, when you get to the end, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You're gonna have money dropping into your account, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I just did that by pressing a few buttons." There's some people that don't even believe how I make money. They can't comprehend it. They're like, Jay, so you're telling me you looked at this chart that's got some lines and it's got some bars and you were able to just press the button and money comes into your account? Nah, that's some fugazi stuff. I say, okay. I say, okay. And then Jay goes and does a withdrawal, and then I'm on holiday next week. Don't play with me. Okay? Don't play with me. So look, guys, I want to see if our guy Silver Surfer is on the call. I know he wasn't able to jump on a little bit earlier. Silver Surfer, are you on the call? Let me know. Let me know. He might not be on the call. I think he had an emergency that he had to jump out of the call. So, guys, look, that's my session for today. Sometimes it's good that it's just one or two topics anyway, to be able so you can go away and digest what I've shared with you today. We will be dropping a link for you to re-watch this. And I would encourage you, base your trades on probability, not just on singularity, not just on one or two trades. Base it on you taking an average of 1,000 trades, 2,000 trades. Because guys, I'll be honest with you, when I first started this journey, I didn't have this information. And I never once wanted to give up. I can tell you that now. Never, ever, ever, ever have I felt the need to give up trading. Have I slowed down and maybe one week I haven't traded just to give myself a breather and refresher and stuff like that? Or sometimes I've made some great money. I'm talking about 5-figure weeks, and I've been like, you know what, I'm not going to trade next week because I just want to just chill and kind of absorb what I'm doing here. Guys, I will tell you this now. Apply this and you will get it. You will make it. So guys, look, that's my session for today. If there's any questions, please drop in the chat right now. Please drop any questions in the chat right now. I'm going to do a quick Q&A before I log off here. Any questions, drop in the chat right now. Let's see if there's any questions come up. If not, we will close out the call. Okay, so I'm taking that everything I've explained today was pretty clear. Okay, based on probability, not singularity. So guys, look, let's have an amazing rest of the trading week. I hope you guys are up. Silver Surfer's been dropping some amazing trades. Make sure you take his trades. Okay, take it blindly. If you're new, just take the trade. Don't worry about too much analysis and all that sort of stuff. Just get to learn how the actual process of taking a trade, the copy and paste works, and so on and so on. So guys, look, thank you so much for jumping on this call. I definitely look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday. Guys, obviously we've got a convention. I just want to drop this very quickly as well. We've got convention next Tuesday, okay? Unfortunately, I will not be at convention. I have a wedding. I have a birthday party, my mom's birthday party as well. So things for me went a little bit haywire in terms of actually flying out to convention. So I'll be hosting the next Tuesday call. I've got a few guests that are going to jump on with me as well. So if you're not at convention and you're around at this time, make sure you jump on the call. Okay. So guys, look, that's it for me today. I'm out, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your trading week. Take care, guys. Let's go. I'm out.
Possible in the dirt and not looking at it, just watering it every day. I'm talking about you don't even need to be looking at it. We got a rule, me and my buddies, we do something called the 1% rule. How can we get better every single day by 1%? 1%. What am I going to do every single day? And another thing for us personally, every single night, a lot of you keep going to sleep. You got to earn your sleep. Every single night when I go to bed, I fall asleep because I'm tired. I don't ever plan like I'm going to go to sleep at this hour. I fall asleep because I am exhausted for everything I did today. My buddy Inky Johnson says empty the bucket, which means every single day you got to give it everything you have as if it's your last day, and then you can't even count it. Once that day is over, when we're not scoreboard watching, we're not talking about what we did yesterday. We're not talking about the money we made yesterday. We're not talking about the clients we got yesterday. What are you going to do today? Another thing is you got to start operating and living as tomorrow is your last day you're going to live. I could have got my car's last share, and I kept waiting. I'm waiting for the perfect time. I'm like, yo, what if I die tomorrow? So I want y'all to write, what's some things you are not doing right now because you're waiting for a perfect time? I'm here to let y'all know there's no perfect time to do nothing. You got to really be executing every single day, every day. The leading thing that you need to do to make sure you stay in the game is make sure you work on your mind, right? And understand this, guys. Whatever entertains you, trains you, right? So a lot of you got to focus. You need to audit your circle. Who are you talking to every day? Who are you texting? Who are you emailing? Whatever you tune into, you turn into. A lot of you need to eliminate the radio. A lot of you need to eliminate bad TV. You should only focus on your craft as much as you can for the next year. And I'm not talking about when you leave here, it's done. You need to act like you in the game every single day. So guys, every single day I wake up every single day and I say affirmations to myself. Still to this day, it's certain things that I say to myself to empower me and to uplift me. Remember, our brain, on average, we got 30,000 thoughts going through our mind every day. We got two parts of our mind. We got our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is going to believe whatever you say to it. Despite how complex it is, it's like a slave. If you say something to it over and over again, you're going to begin to manifest it. But here's the thing. If you are saying negative to it, if you're saying I can't, if you're saying I won't, if you're saying things that aren't incongruent with your goals and dreams, you're going to manifest that. I'm always broke. I'm sure that person is always broke. I can't seem to ever get ahead. I'm sure they always get ahead. Even when right now, when I say the word I can't, my brain is like kind of rejecting it because it don't even understand it because I never say it. So I'm telling you, whatever you constantly saying to yourself, it's going to happen. You guys are getting a whole lot of information, but the problem is that information is useless if your mindset isn't where it needs to be. So I tell people all the time, your number one focus needs to be, you need to build your mindset before you build your skills. So the very first thing I need you guys to focus on is your mindset. And the reason why this is so important, because I've been in the entrepreneurship space for the last 13, 14 years. The only reason why I'm still here today is because of my mindset. I made up in my mind. I want you guys to write this down because this is the number one thing I say to myself every single day. It has to work or it has to work. And the reason why you got to understand it has to work or it has to work, because there are going to be people who try to get in your way and tell you it's a dumb idea. There's going to be your mom, your dad, your family. Why would you invest in yourself? They can't even understand the ideas or the things that you're about to do in your life. So you got to really have a strong will and a strong mindset on what you're looking to accomplish in life. If not, you're going to be easily swayed and easily knocked off your path. So for me, the reason why I couldn't be knocked off my path the last 14 years, I made up in my mind that there's no plan B. And I want you guys to write that down. There's no plan B. And the reason why you got to understand that there's no plan B, because literally, y'all, when you make up your mind that I'm going to make this work by any means necessary, the problem that I see with so many people, you keep giving yourself all these other options. If videography don't work, maybe I'll just go get a job here. The moment that you say it won't work, guess what's going to happen? It's not going to work. Our mind is one of the most powerful tools that we have. And if you keep feeding it certain things, it's going to manifest whatever it is that you're saying. My dad been in jail since I was 2 years old. I got kicked out of high school. I got kicked out of college. I've been fired from 10 jobs. So if you guys look at me and look at my story, everything that is based on my story, statistically, I should be dead or in jail. 100%. I should be dead or in jail just based on stats. A lot of people I grew up with, they're dead. A lot of people I grew up with right now, they're in jail. And one of the main reasons why, they didn't have no one around.